The story plot begins with the king searching for an soul. Soul gets attached to the king and feels that his favorite actor has come to see him, and he feels very much happy. King clarifies that he is not the actor what he thinks, but he is the king Vikramaditya. Soul replies like, "Sorry dude, I got into your costumes and thought that you are my actor." Further, the soul asks the king the reason for roaming him in the graveyard and collecting the souls. King replies that he is having a desire, and for fulfillment of that desire he needs the souls. Soul be like, "Dude, I have been the soul for not seeing my favorite actor, and if your desire is not fulfilled then you will be much more soul like me." King instantly replies with an anger that weaklings like you does not have the courage to accomplish your desires, but I do have that courage and braveness so that I can accomplish my desire. Soul laughs and replies that these courage and braveries are lost in back centuries ago. This is a new era and new beginning that you have not seen yet. See there, that's the new world, that's the new generation that is moving right now. Since King does not have any idea about the new generation, he asks the soul about the sound pollution, but the soul replies that it is not the sound pollution, in fact it is the pollution of the mind and heart of a human being, and shows the king that real fact about the people, how they react compared to their heart and mind, how they speak in front of the people and what they talk inside their heart. Those moments are showed as a part of example where each and every person are expressing themselves with their friends, with their families, along with their known persons, but in their heart the different view are being showed where they will be very egoistic and very much interested in taking the money. Further, the soul explains that this is the noise of bad hearts, bad thinking, bad visualization. King replies to the soul telling him that what's wrong in thinking. Thinking is the main source of human, since human is the only animal who is able to think. Neither tree can think nor not the animals are thinking. So hearing that, soul replies to the king that animals are better than human, and shows the view of two best friends, what they think inside and out, where one person says that he will bring a single pi rupee that is left in his house to help his friend, but inside he feels very cheap and has a thought of making beggar of roadside. Similarly, the person sitting opposite to him also conversates with a well-behaved manner, but even his thought is not so well and good. The person sitting in front of him is planning and plotting very much bad against him. Similar conversation between the daughter-in-law and mother-in-law is being shown in this movie, where mother-in-law and daughter-in-law are very much bad in inside, and for the outlook they seems to be good for each other. The king gets shocked seeing the mask of every people, where no one is true by heart, only they are acting according to the requirements, with a mask on each and every faces in the world. The soul laughs and tells him that it is not just a single mask, king, it is a many masks, where the wives think about the heroes and sleep with his husband, and husband think of the heroines and sleep with the wives. Every lover always thinks about the wealth with the opposite sex person, In every step of the life, there is a mask king. The mask which is always there and it won't be detached. This is the internal fight within the humans. This is the within problem which cannot be solved so easily. But I have a dude who is opened up and does not keep anything inside but expresses it completely outside without hesitation and thinking of the outcome. He expresses everything, and I found him in this new world, and I will show you that person. And that person is none other than the hero of the movie. To introduce the hero, we will see that the heroine will be searching for the hero in every places wherever it is possible. She will be finding all around the area, city. Even she searches at the prostitute areas and fighting zones, and even in the bars where only men are allowed. She gets the news that some rogue is being hit by the mob, and she gets happy hearing that news, and she runs near to the mob field. There she finds the person, but he won't be that guy. With a huge disappointment, she makes a mind of seeking the help of the rowdies around the area and asks them to find her lover. For the sake of that lover, she is ready to give all the gold she is having. The person does not agrees to that thing, but he will tell that he will surely help in the morning. Now it is late night, so he sends back the heroine back to her home and promises her to meet in the morning and will surely solve her problem at any cost. As promised, the rowdies come to the area where the heroine stays and ask the people around the area where is the home of the heroine. The people around shows the home of the heroine and ask who is that person that she loves. The person replies that is none other than me. That is me, sir. The rowdies start pulling out that person and start beating him all around his body, but the people around comes and stops that person and asks what reason for beating him. Rowdy explains to the crowd that he has cheated that heroine and he is roaming here. Listening to the conversation of Rowdy, a person from the crowd explains to him that he is not the person, but it is me. It is me, what he says, and the rowdy gets him and starts beating him also. The third person comes to the place and stops him and explains the true fact, which is that his name itself is me. He has kept his name as me. That's why everyone are mentioning him as me and you are getting confused. One person from the crowd comes and takes the rowdy to explain the reason behind me and what has made him to keep the name as me, and explains the previous plot, in which it explains the childhood of the hero where he will be sharpening the knife, where the sage comes and asks him why you are sharpening the knife, and he explains that he wants the fruit and the fruit person is not giving the fruit and he is going to stab him and get the fruit. But the sage explains him and makes him understand that you should not do the things like that and it is not a good nature. But the boy asks him about the ants carrying the dead fly, which is killed by the ants themselves, but the sage replies telling him that they don't have the idea or they don't have the mind to differentiate between the good, bad and ugly. That's why we need to have a good IQ level of thinking, which is good, which is bad, being honest, being grateful. We should not do any bad things. Then the boy slaps the sage, because even though he said the truth, he got beaten by his father, and the truth is that his father was having a relationship with other women and he told that to the mother. He again slaps the sage and explains that even though he said the truth to the teacher beat him badly, and the truth was that the teacher
teaching the lesson was very much boring. He slaps him again and tell him that every time I said the truth, every time I am being honest, every time I am in the right way, I got beaten by the each and every person. Telling the truth does not give any satisfaction, but it is a problem creating process. That was the reason that he ran away from his hometown. He asked the sage that how does the people say the lie very much easily? I don't even get to know what to say when I want to tell the lie. The sage gets mesmerized and a bit shocked by knowing the thoughts of the small boy and asks him about his name. Then he reveals that his name as me, but the sage asks that you don't keep the name me. There will be a name like Rama, Krishna, something like that. But then the boy replies, why should I keep the name Rama or Krishna? It is me who is here and my name is me. That is how he came to name himself as me.
The rowdy gets shocked hearing to the story from the narrator and asks him that is that the small boy who is loving that heroine named called Rati. Then the narrator explains him, yes, he is the person who is loving that heroine. See how much twists and turns are there in this movie. See how much interesting is that story. Only hearing the childhood story, you are being so involved in the story. Then assume that if you see the furthermore story, how much you will be excited. There comes the another guy who sees these two people and tells the rowdy that the person from whom you are hearing the story is the guy one who sees the 2 hours movie and explains it in 2 to 3 days. Then the rowdy gets angry and starts hitting him very much badly. After that, the other guy explains him that the narrator who explained you was explaining about the childhood story of the hero. Now that hero has grown strong and has a commandable voice through which he overcomes every person who faces him, and he takes that villain to the people who came across the hero and faced the problems when the hero met them. Each and every person explain about the torture he has given to them and problems that have occurred with the hero, and when there the hero introduction comes with the bad words including them, and here is the hero who starts beating the person, telling that he has not done any of the mistake. So the hero takes the guy and brings him in front of the Lord Ganesha and tells that make a promise on Lord Ganesha that you have not done any of the mistakes, any of the problems. Then the other guy next to the Lord Ganesha will be saying that because of promising he had lost his leg. Seeing that, the person who is ready to promise gets afraid and thinks that he might also face the issues like that, and he will say that he has done small mistakes and it won't be a big problem. Then the hero slaps him with a hard hit in which he grabs him and tells, you have also done the mistake, you are also a bad guy, you won't tell it openly and I will tell it openly. That's the difference between you and me. You people keep filter between the heart and mind and I won't. The other guy in the crowd explains his experience with the hero, what he has faced and what he has come over when he had the wine shop. The hero drinks in the wine shop as much as needed, and when the shop owner asks him about the money, he carries him on his shoulder and beats him as much as possible, as much as hard, and throws him on the road. And he goes inside the house thinking that why my father and mothers are not waiting for me. The thinking of the hero is that their mother and father should wait in terms of care and concern. If they are not waiting, then they don't have concern about the son. He will be shouting on the father and mother that they don't have any concern because they did not wait. He tells them to sleep outside the room and he will sleep inside. Hearing this, the rowdy will be shocked. The father of the hero will also be standing in that crowd, and he starts speaking that how he had made him suffer every day, every minute. And he also explains that he is not the real father of the hero, but the hero has made him the father forcefully, and he had broke into his house and told them to be the father and mother for the entire life, even though they are not the birth father and mother. They should be father and mother, and they will be father and mother. This is my order, and you should follow that. If not, I will not tolerate any of the things. And your son, your real son, look at him, and he is eaten every of your wealth and being so much fat. I am telling that I am the real son and he is not. And he goes inside the room and makes himself makeup. When he comes outside, he sees the hairstyle of the little child and he likes it, and he makes the same hairstyle and comes outside, and every people will be laughing at him. Every time each person sees, they will be laughing, and he will scold them that they also like that hairstyle and they also want to do that, but they won't do that. He is having no issue with making the styles, and he will do whatever he wants. And he shouts at everyone saying that I am like this and I will be like this, and none of them have the taste of the style. In the next scene, the lady with exposing body moves around the road, and he thinks that she is very much beautiful and he wants to have her. Instantly, he runs towards her and starts hugging and touching her in the road itself. She shouts at everyone that help me and shows her that she is a married girl. He slaps her on the face and tells that if you are a married woman, don't expose like this. Further, he tells that everyone standing here has a feeling for your exposingness. They are not telling, but I am expressing that I want you, I want to hug you. But no one will tell, but I am telling you, come. When the guy comes to save her, he will slap him also and tell that, see that explosiveness, you also feel, but you won't say, but I am saying. That's the difference between you and people. I don't have any filter. I will tell everything I wish. If I want her, I will take her. Rowdy gets shocked from hearing the background stories of the hero and asks everyone that is there no any social people, police to handle this. The people says that there is a lawyer who always gets the bail for the hero. Whenever he does the crime, he will be immediately out with the bail. And about the social concern guy, there was a guy, but he also left because one day the hero went to the house of the social concern guy and started talking with his wife that this is the house where your husband has locked you and has not given you free. See the birds outside the window, they are flying, they are roaming, they are happy everywhere, but you are inside. You look like an apple. Be free. Don't make your beautiness go vain. You should make utilize of that. So see this bottle. It is gone for now. In 1 second, it is gone. See, your beauty will also go.